Hello my friends and welcome to this tutorial and guide for hole number 6 par 5 of the City Park New York Classic tournament. This video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and I'm going to show you here how to play this one from the second tee, which is Pro and Expert division. We need to have in mind that this hole is played downhill with our driver, which means that the ball will travel further than it would be doing if it would just be flat, or it would be uphill, of course, because the ball will be having more wind and travel in more wind when it goes down the fairway. Our opponent's going to go right here. I don't blame him to do so, because it's a possible way to get really close to the green. It's a very tough one though, to get this one to first bounce on the fairway and then to stay on the fairway afterwards. So this one will land into the rough and stay there, and with headwind now for the second shot, it's going to be very tricky to get this one onto the green. We are going to play a little bit more conservative when we do play. We're going to go here for 6, what can I say, 6 bars topspin, 2 bars to the right, just counter a little bit for the first bounce. We are going to go according to our Apocalypse guide. We have 1.3 per ring, which in that case would be 5.5 rings to go for. I'm going with a little bit more, and you can see here I'm going with 6 rings, just a half ring more, but I would consider you going with 7 rings instead, 7.5. The reason for that is that we need to really stretch that one out with the adjustments, so we are not going too far. That is so important. So rather take a ring and a half more with your adjustment to be really safe that you don't go over the top there. Now the result went perfectly, and so we're not sad about that, of course. So we're going to have headwind for our second shot, as you can see now, and then that will be a tricky shot for us. We're going to have the sniper, and in the tournament, tournament-wise, of course, having a sniper with this particular distance to the pin is not optimal, but in the way that we did decide to have our bag when we went into play on Tour 11, making these tutorials, was that we did have the sniper, and then we have to work with that, of course. Our opponent is having to overpower it, hits it perfect, which is perfect, and gets the top spin there to get him close to the green, which could be, with the right wind for the third shot, a kind of an easy chip. So it's well done from our opponent with that shot. Our turn now. This particular shot is played just normal. So just normal, 8 mile per hour headwind. We're going to go with 1.5 bar of backspin combined with max side spin to just get the ball guideline straight to the pin. We're going to go with 9 rings. And I know, according to the guide, we do have 8 rings here, as the sniper is 1 mile per hour. And so we go with 9 rings. The reason we go with 9 rings is to counter a little bit for the overpower that we do have to do. And also that if we do hit it great, we will lose a little bit of distance. So we need to counter for both that and that we do have to overpower combined with the backspin that we do have. We land ourselves nicely onto the green. We did have good distance, and we were very close to the pin in that particular shot. So we were going to take the eagle and going to be very happy with taking the eagle with this type of struggling wind. So if we do get to have headwind on this one in the tournament, we will see people having a tough time to making an eagle. So, but otherwise it's a really fun hole to play, as you really need to play downhill, then you need to play another way, and then you need to play another way, and you can play it in several ways as well. So it's a hole that you really need to think on how to play the hole. But I do like the conservative way to play, and that is the way that I'm going to go while I'm playing. If I'm not having a crazy amount of tailwind, then of course I'm going to pull off a berserker or a snow globe and then go all in and just close my eyes. My friends, thanks a lot for watching this tutorial for hole number 6 par 5 of the New York Classic tournament. This video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and if you do have any questions, please pick up in the comment section below and I will be happy to answer you. Otherwise, here in the end, I want to wish you the best of luck in the New York Classic tournament.